Well, hello everyone and welcome to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Today I am back on the embroidery machine and I am showing you how to do the Nordic Dreams Trivet. This pattern can be purchased at embroiderylibrary.com. So let me tell you what I have. I am using my oval hoop. I have cut 18 inches of tearaway stabilizer. Next piece I cut will be smaller than this. And what I am actually doing right now is completing an order that I have. I'm not going to bring y'all along for every single one of them, but let me show you what I have. I have my topping squares. I have my Embroidery, because this is going to be like a coffee mug holder. So we want to make sure we have the protection for your furniture and the batting kind of in there to soak up the moisture. And then I have my backing. So let's get our hoop on the machine, and I'm going to bring you guys around so you can see what is going on. The first thing that you will see is that I have my pattern up here. I am going to add my hoop. And I will need to thread my machine, which it is probably going to tell me to remove that hoop. Now I have my thread threaded for the first piece. Now my bobbin is also the same color. So this first stitch that we will be doing is going to be the placement stitch. And what we do is hold this button right here, the red button. And see it, my machine is telling me to raise that up. Raise my foot. Okay, so now I put this back on. What that does is it likes to check the placement of where the hoop will be. And then we can do this again. It is going to do a placement stitch. You see right here, it's on the outer edge. That is our placement stitch. Okay, now that that stitch is done, what I am going to do is take the hoop off. Well, I don't even have to take the hoop off. Get that thread out of the way there. Let me move it over this direction. I have sprayed adhesive on my Embroidery. I'm just flattening it out right there. I have sprayed adhesive on my top fabric. Make sure you can see this. This top fabric right here, I've sprayed adhesive on it, and my Embroidery, I've sprayed adhesive on that. Okay, now that stitch line, our placement line has been stitched, I have put adhesive spray. This is what I use. I know that's hard to see there. I use the 505 temporary adhesive. I have my Embroidery. This is what the Embroidery is. It has that shiny side. I have the shiny side down. I have sprayed adhesive on that and put my top piece on there. So now it is ready to stitch that down. I hold the thread out here to the side, and once it gets a good couple stitches in, I will then pause it. I will get some of my scissors, these are the ones that's closest, and trim that thread and then start it out so it can go on and be attaching that down. Now these pieces are 6.5 by 6.5. The Embroidery may be a little bit larger, but I just do that to make sure I have full coverage of it. Okay, now that this is done, it is time for me to trim this extra off, and I will be right back because I have to take my hoop off to do that. Okay, guys, now that I've got this trimmed, I am going to show you something. You may not be able to see it real well on the camera, but like right here and right here, over here, there's a few stitches that I nicked, and that is because the machine will do a satin stitch over that, and when it does that satin stitch, it will cover that up. So what we're going to do is our background line work detail. Now I have changed my color to the next color. I'll move you to the screen so you can see. That is the next color we have on standby. So here we go with the next color. Now we are going to do our branch details. We did do a color change as well. Now we have done another color change, and we are going to do the main center shape. We've done another color change, and what we are doing now is the center detail and the diamond detail. The next step on this is to tack down the back piece. So how I do that is I have sprayed my back piece here. I've sprayed that. I'm going to just lay it over the stitched area, smooth it out real good. We do need to change our thread because from here on out, we need to have the dark red. Your bobbin also needs to be the same color. So now I have the thread changed out. I am replacing my hoop. I do have adhesive on that. So now what I'm going to do is press this. It is going to stitch. Oh, it's going to tack down that back piece. Okay, now that this has tacked that down, I do need to trim this excess off. Okay, so I have that tacked down, stitch, I have the fabric trimmed down. So now I am putting this back on the hoop. I'm going to hold this fabric. That tack down stitch is not the most important stitch. We want that tack down stitch just technically to do that tack down that back piece, and from there we're going to have a satin stitch that ties it all together. And as long as that satin stitch is not cut, your end product should be fine. Now this is tearaway stabilizer, so there's a possibility there will be some stabilizer showing through the satin stitches, but let's hope not, because if it is, those are hard to get out. Okay, friends, our project is done. So let's pull it off and see what we need to do to it. Right off, I see I have a thread that I need to trim. And see, the back is on there. What we need to do now is take it out of the hoop. I could probably even punch the project out, which may work better. Let's see if that works better, if it looks better. I'm just pulling it out. Okay, we're going to lay our hoop down. Check all of our little, we have some little stragglers here, but overall, I'm going to trim some threads right there. We have a beautiful little coaster, guys. So this worked out really well. I did go down a size. Let me show you my tester. This was my tester, and I went down a size for the coaster. This would be for a trivet to sit like a hot pot on or something. I did not put Embroidery in this, so this is not safe to put on a wood table or anything, but this does have Embroidery in it. Like this is sort of insulation, so you can sit a hot cup on here and it has that ability to soak up moisture because the Embroidery does have like a batting on top of it. Actually, what I'm looking at, 1 hour and 23 minutes is how long this has been recording. So I know this it said on here 93 minutes, I believe, but I changed the speed on my machine. So you can expect, if you're making one of these, for it to take at least 1 hour, 15 minutes, somewhere around that. If you do not have a multi-needle embroidery machine, this is a single needle. You are having to change the thread. There are 9 thread changes, but you're only using 3 threads. So guys, here it is, our Nordic Dreams coaster. So give me a thumbs up if you have not yet, and I'm going to ask, leave a comment, tell me what you think only about this project. I had a little smarty come in here and start asking about cryptocurrency and their wallets and things like that. Yes, I am familiar with what that is, but I'm not going to answer things like that. If you have trouble moving your cryptocurrency around to Binance, you need to get you a financial advisor, and I'm not it. But anyway, here is the project. Leave a comment, tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day and a very Merry Christmas. Goodbye.